Welcome to the video. This is Alex Dowsett. Again, this is not a hate video. Just going to share my honest criticisms, just some tips. I want to see Alex get the full benefit of proper nutrition. Obviously, his team or the people who he's dealt with in the past have no idea what it takes to be really lean as a pro cyclist. Look at these photos of myself. That's my qualifications.
So I had a few requests for this one. So we'll do a short video of what the nutrition looks like on a training camp. In races, big races, we'll often have a chef, so everything is very meticulously put together. Here we are at the mercy of...
Off the bat, just wanted to say, Alex looks healthy. He's not gaunt. He's not zygomatic. I'm not sure if there's any medications that can cause sort of roundness in the face, but he looks healthy. He looks like, he looks healthy. You're walking down the street, he looks like a healthy, slim British lad. Like, he doesn't have that full Tour de France winning, anorexia, durianrider, Chris Froome, 2012 look sort of thing going on there.
Of a hotel, but it's a hotel that caters towards athletes, so there is a huge variety of what's on. Yeah, I'll run you through what I have in a day, because I think it's something that you guys are finding quite interesting from a nutrition standpoint. So yeah, here we go. This is breakfast. It's you gotta have a bit of protein in there.
It's first mistake, First mistake, trying to lose weight. Let's just club it back here. First mistake, you've got to have a bit of protein. Why? Why do we need protein? Oh, like to help build the body. Pro cycling is about being as skinny as you can be healthfully and still perform. It's about being anorexic, but not anorexic, but almost, you look underweight. You're clinically underweight, but you got high hemoglobin. You got really good thyroid function, and you got mad power. All right, so I guess not anorexic, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's an exaggeration, but clinically underweight. Okay, but with mad red blood cells. All right, it's all about zero cells. So here we have bread, good. Egg, bad. Bacon, really bad. And we've got fatty croissants over here. Oil, it's just going to make your red blood cells stick together. Your legs are going to feel more blocked. We've got fruit, excellent. Where's the sugar? We've got bread, sugar, fruit, sugar, but we need more carbs there. So this pancakes, okay, but how much fat's in there? So this is, this is a professional team, like a high budget team with nutritionists, and they're serving up bacon. They're serving up bacon to a cyclist who wants to be leaner. It's like, just calories in, calories out. Bacon, eggs to get skinny. Like, that's why Alex Dowsett is a machine. He's a monster on the bike. Still can't get as lean as me, and I'm a weekend warrior. Right? He's a world tour level rider. Like a monster. Would blow me out the water in the time trial, etc. But he still can't get as lean as me because he's eaten the wrong foods from the wrong advice of nutritionists. Crazy, but true.
This is breakfast. It's you gotta have a bit of protein in there. Worked with the team nutritionists and a guy called Carl in the US on sort of really stripping some weight and doing it the right way.
He's still, Alex is still not lean. I've never seen this guy lean, and then I'm not critiquing him. People just ask me, can you do a response video? So I'm not like trying to pick on him. I've never ever seen him lean. Like he looks healthy. He looks healthy. But he's working with these idiotic nutritionists who just regurgitate what university told him or whatever, or some crash diet, and then they rebound. Then your thyroid, your TSH goes up, T3, T4 suppressed, testosterone. Because I would say Alex is a natural rider as well. I dare not say that Alex is on any EPO, etc. I'd say he's one of the natties out there. And natty or not, it's your choice. It's fine with that. But and he's just battling. He's battling the bulge in terms of a world tour cyclist.
That way, because it's something I've always struggled to lose weight without losing power. It's kind of just an education thing.
Because he undereats carbohydrate.
It's surprising how many teams don't help you with this. When I was on Team Sky, I was a Neo Pro, so weight was not something that we looked at all. And then Movistar they kind of...
Weight is something you should always look at. Like, weight should be your main focus of performance, secondary to red blood cell count, and muscle glycogen partitioning. Like, your weight's so important, man. Like when you sit down at the table, you should be going, what am I going to eat? Is this fatty? Because it's going to get stored as fat. And plus, it's going to be stored as fat. Plus, it's going to block my red blood cell efficiency. It's going to cause endothelium damage to my arteries and veins, etc. It's going to, reduce nitric oxide production. So weight has to be the focus. All right? If you're a professional cyclist and runner or a boxer, all right, you have to focus on your weight, man. But do it the right way. Calories in, calories out is absolute bullshit and just leads to people yo-yoing. Look at Alex, man. Look at anyone who does calories in, calories out. Even Chris Froome lately, not as skinny as he used to be because he does the calories in, calories out model. Just gets trapped, man. That's like a prison. CICO, C-I-C-O, calories in, calories out. Eat less, move more. Absolute performance prison. Decreases performance, increases dependence on stimulants, etc. Waste of life, waste of potential. Man, if Alex did what I was doing, poof, yeah.
And I said I need some help losing some weight. They're like just eat less, which wasn't really
That's why I laugh. Oh, Harley, you're only lean because you cycle so much. Like, what? These guys, do you know how many miles that these guys ride every year? And not just the miles, the intensity, man. That, Alex can sit on 300 watts for 4 or 5 hours and be like, I'm done after 2 hours at 300 watts. Maybe on a good day if I'm trained up. These guys just romp that out like, and he's struggling with his weight. Or just exercise more. You know what I mean? Just go to a nutritionist. These noobs out there who have no idea and they'd say that I'm wrong. It's hilarious. Anyway, this video will probably take 10 hours for me to make. And you probably get bored already of that. But let's have a little bit of watch more so we can pull some more points.
Because I think as motivated cyclists, if someone tells you to eat nothing, we would really take that to the extreme, and that's unfortunate.
And that's going to cause the rebound. 100%. 100 fucking percent. If you restrict your carbohydrates today and you go to bed hungry, you will rebound in your weight. Your TSH is going to go up. You're going to suffer. Your performance is going to tank the next day. Your red blood cells are going to die off, which if you're on EPO, it's not too much of a big deal. But why are we using EPO, etc.? I'm not saying ounces. He's obviously not based on his power data. Doesn't suggest any exogenous oxygen vector enhancements there. Alex is natty. Just to be clear on that, based on his power. But people are using, not Alex, but in sports history, swimmers, runners, cyclists are using compounds they don't need to use or dosages they don't need to use to get an effect, to counter effect the bad nutritional advice of suppressing carbohydrate intake and focusing on increasing fat and protein intake. Because I listened to some idiotic nutritionist in Australia, America or Europe who went to university who's got no idea, never even raced at a high level, etc. Not even lean themselves. Their partners aren't even lean, etc. Look at all my girlfriends over the years, always race ready lean. Noobs turning into national level fitness, just a year of riding. So it's like my protocol works effortlessly. Look how lean I am. It's crazy. Anyway, this video, it's just like, I'm going to be repeating myself again and again. Watch the video, check out Alex Dowsett's channel, give him a subscription. It's called Nutrition, What I Eat in a Day, and just look at the mistakes, man. Just that carb phobia, Okay, you can see my face now is different. I'm currently using an anabolic steroid called Dianabol, and it just packs on the muscle. My jaw's grown bigger, my head's bigger, my neck's bigger. Every single muscle in my body is bigger. Anabolic steroids make you bigger. So that's why I laugh when people just, I say that time, laugh when people mention calories in, calories out. I'm eating the same exact calories. I'm hardly, change my diet at all. Maybe add a little bit more fat to try and increase the insulin resistance there because insulin's anabolic. And, and my weight's just skyrocketing. I'm 78 kilos today, 78 kilos. In these photos you'll see I'm 60 kilos, 59 kilos, 61 kilos. Anabolic steroids pack on the muscle. You expand. Everything expands. Your head, your legs, everything expands. Even your nuts can expand, depends on what you're using. Anyway, let's look at these photos here. This is me on the left. This is how lean I am all year long in terms of race lean. That's actually probably me off steroids because I'm skinnier than I am now. And look, Alex on the right there looks healthy. If you see who's the pro rider, say you'd think I am, because Alex looks healthy. Me on the left here in 2009. This is pre-steroid era durianrider, so super skinny. Steroids make you heavier. The more you take, obviously, the bigger you get. Again, another pre-steroid durianrider pick. This is winning a running race in New York. I ran a 34 10K, nothing too fast there. But you can see me now. I'm probably like 62 kilos, 61 kilos. Very, very lean. Perfect weight for running. So like I'm 6 foot tall, by the way, 183. This is at Van Cortlandt track in 2012, it looks like, doing some mile repeats. And you can see, look how skinny I am. Lean, just lean gains. And I run not much at all. I'm not like a professional runner. I'm not a professional cyclist. Another picture from the same day. But you can sort of see that high carbohydrate, super low fat intake, 10, 20 grams of fat a day on average back in the day. When I'm going for that leanness. This is me with some Kenyans here, ran third in there. And again, look at that. That's how skinny you got to be your best at running and cycling, with ideally a high hemoglobin level. You have to have the hemoglobin. All right, you can be the skinniest as, but if you don't have hemoglobin, bye. You ain't doing nothing. I'm so lean, people even make fun of me. Like this was a blog, like, look at Durianrider, he's so skinny, blah, 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 blah. Cars make you fat. Cars make you fat. Durianrider's advice is wrong. Cars make you fat. But look how skinny he and scrawny he looks. So it's laughable, the irony. Here's another troll flex. We've got to have the troll flex. You know what I mean? This picture's 2010 maybe. Again, pre-anabolic steroid era. The same low body fat as ever. But you can see now, just with steroids, my recent pictures just exploded with muscle, but same body fat, super low body fat there, super hydrated, fully carbed up. Another video here, just 24-15. This is when I started using anabolic steroids, so you can see that I'm starting to fill out just a little bit. Face is maturing a little bit more, losing that full boyish look, and just going a bit more manly there. So hormones determine your weight. When you do intermittent fasting, when you decrease carbohydrate, you put yourself in an insulin-resistant state, you'll gain more weight. So Alex is getting lied to. The nutritionist, I shouldn't say lied to, he's getting told the wrong information by nutritionists who are sincere but sincerely wrong. And they said, Alex, you're not training today, skip the carbs and eat more protein. And Alex is wondering why 10 years as a professional cyclist, why he still can't get as lean as Durianrider, the YouTube troll personality, whatever. You know what I mean? Imagine how lean I could get Alex Dowsett. His performance would skyrocket. His girlfriend would probably ditch him because he'd look hideous. Yeah, if your girlfriend doesn't like your aesthetic, then you're starting to approach your peak level as a cyclist and runner. If your woman's like, ugh, not doing that, when she looks at you with your shirt off, then you're not anywhere close to being your peak cycling and running performance body mass index, which is going to be around 19 or under 19 for most people. But again, you always have to focus on the hemoglobin. All right, starving yourself down, just makes you anemic and hypogonadal, which is not too bad. But if you go low in estrogen, your bones and your joints are going to be all crackety crackety. But you need the hemoglobin, all right? That's what people don't understand. I was talking to a mate today. I'm like, you got blood tests? He goes, I don't know blood tests. I feel fine. I'm like, dude, you got to do blood tests, man. You got to see where you're at. You might be so close to digging yourself into a massive hole. Your ferritin's 10, your TSH is 5, and you just train. And then you get glandular fever or, Epstein-Barr virus, and you go, what happened, man? What happened? Right? Blood tests are so important. They're not everything, but they can paint a really important picture to see how you're responding to your training. You should always know what your ferritin is, your hemoglobin, your hormone levels, etc. How's your morning cortisol? How's your fasting insulin? How's your hemoglobin A1C? How's your hemoglobin? How's your hemoglobin? How's your hemoglobin? How's your ferritin? How's your ferritin? How's your ferritin? These are things we should know. How's your B12? I'm not a vegan. B12 doesn't matter. B12 definitely matters. It matters more if you're not a vegan, because most vegans test it, but most meat eaters don't test their B12. So if they're running low in B12, they're just like, I feel tired and depressed and suicidal for no reason. I don't know why. Go see the doctor. Oh, I don't know, just take some SSRI medications and blow up 30, 40 pounds and puffy, fluffy fluid retention. It's insane. So do your blood work. If you want more one-on-one coaching, people, join my coaching group, durianrider.com. It is the best coaching because it's real, it's transparent. I don't bullshit you. and I don't charge through the roof. It's just, you get real results. So if you want to get lean, if you want to get so lean, people make blogs about you're so lean, then I'm the coach for you, which a lot of guys don't get that lean, but women do. Anyway, that's just the vlog. That's the video. Wish Alex all the best. Hopefully he sees the light and just ditches the excess fat and protein mindset and just carbs up, gets the sugar in on the recovery days. Every day he wants sugar as much as you want. Your body will limit how much sugar you need by just gag reflex. If we have that allostatic taste change, it's like, oh man, it pains me. It really, because I know how shit these riders feel. I know I've done like 6,000 Ks a month before. I've ridden around all around France, raced in Europe. I know what it feels like to just be cool. I've ridden across Australia solo, done 24-hour races and crits and commissars and road nationals and blah, 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 stage races in Thailand. I know what it feels like, man, to feel crap. I know what it feels like to be anemic. I know what it feels like to have a hemoglobin of 190. It feels incredible. I know what all these things feel like, and I just know what he's feeling like. Man, it's just like, you're thinking, what am I doing here? I could be home with my girl and my kid and my family. Like, what am I doing here? It just feels like crap. Like, not enough carbs, man. You're just grinding out the miles. Just like, oh my God. Without enough carbohydrate, life sucks, man. Life sucks. Look at those people who do calories in, calories out. They absolutely are miserable compared to their hypothetical twin who has all the carbs they want and keeps fat under 10 grams a day. Do the experiment, get your bloods before, after, during, and yeah. Anyway, people out there, I could ramble on all night about this one. It's a pet topic of mine, definitely.